This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, July 17, 2017. The title of this rant is TrumpCare 3.0, Guaranteed Misery. The Republican cruelty knows no bounds. So if we look at the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, based on three things. Number one, the same coverage for everyone. That means you cover pre-existing conditions. Number two, an individual mandate, meaning everyone has to get covered. The sick people as well as the healthy people, everyone has to get covered. And number three, you have to have subsidies for the poor so that everyone can get covered, so that they can get covered because they don't have the money for this. And of course, by doing that, you tax the rich on that. Now, what does the GOP want to do? They want to get rid of all that. They want to get rid of the individual mandate. They want to decrease the subsidies that are offered under the Affordable Care Act, and thereby decreasing the taxes on the rich and giving the rich a huge tax break. And they want to offer bare bones minimum plans and coverage. Now, when they did the study, the CBO did the study on TrumpCare 1 and 2, bang! 15 million to 22 million, I think, people would have lost coverage. All right? And remember, repealing any one of these things by the Republicans of the Affordable Care Act basically crushes it completely. So now we have TrumpCare 3.0. And of course, not only did they not address the things that went bad in TrumpCare 1 and 2, they added other things that made it even worse. So if you think of TrumpCare 1 and 2 just being huge cuts to Medicaid and to increase premiums to the elderly and the less affluent while tax cuts to the rich, TrumpCare 3.0 doesn't even address that stuff, but it then adds to that health savings account, which are, again, huge tax breaks to the rich, and cutting protection on pre-existing condition. The whole benefit, the whole basis of having some type of, let's not call it universal, but something close to universal health care so that everyone can get covered and that people who are already sick are not left to die. So they want to cut that, which would cause a death spiral. And of course, the sad part about all of this is that the Republicans and Trump as their leader now have been lying to the American people about this for years and years and years, but especially in the last 2 months about all of this as to how well it's actually going to work. And it is not going to work, as millions and millions of people will lose coverage. And many of these people will be the white working class people that Mr. Minority won in those very, very targeted areas in certain let's say, jurisdictions in certain states specifically geared to make Mr. Minority win. They're the ones that are going to get screwed. And here's the big thing on this. And again, why does the GOP day in and day out have this wet dream about screwing average Americans day in and day out, while they're telling them freedom, God, guns, gays, etc. We love the military. You know, the thing is, they have one thing that they believe in: good and bad, right and wrong, good and evil. And if you have money, you're good. And if you don't have money, there's something wrong with you. So the Republicans basically hate women, the poor, and people of color. And that's why they're doing this. That's why TrumpCare 3.0 is a sham, and it is designed to screw the average working American and anyone who is less affluent at all.